So you don't have to go get that if you don't want to. We will start at the top of the mat. Samasthiti He. Happy Tuesday morning. You can take big toes to touch with space in between the heels. I personally like my feet a little bit wider. So kind of feel what feels best for you. Find a place that you feel stable and solid. And then maybe shut the eyes down and kind of shift the weight back and forth to see if that's like good footing for you. And then maybe just take a full deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let the shoulders relax. Once you get there, you made it to yoga, you guys. There's something that is really, really nice about that for me. Like, everything can be going crazy, but you know what? You get to this place, you put your feet on your mat, and there's just a link to you knowing that everything will be okay. Let the crown of your head reach up towards the ceiling. Take your shoulders and roll them one big roll back. Let the palms open to the front. Tuck the lower belly in. And then let's take the breath in and take the hands together and just sweep all the way up. And then slowly exhale to fold right through heart center. Inhale into your halfway lift. You can take hands to shin. And then step it back, high plank. Kind of treat this first high plank like as a downward facing dog. If you'd like to move around a little bit in it, feel free. I like to stretch my calves here in a high plank. It feels really nice to bend into one leg, stretch into that other calf as you press through the heel. And then just get strong in this high plank. And knees are always there for you guys, so don't think that you can't take knees. Our knees are there for a purpose. On an exhale, lower down, either to a hover or to the mat, your choice. And then the breath in lifts you right into your upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Land. Move as you see fit. If you need to lift and lower the heels, lift and lower the heels. If you need to pedal out, pedal out. And think about lengthening through the armpit. So imagine pushing into the hands to reach the, to slide the shoulder blades away from, I'm saying that backwards. Slide the shoulders towards the ears. There you go. Look forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale right into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold into your legs. Your knees can bend. Hands come together, rise, extension. Samasthiti He, let the hands come down to the sides. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Your chaturanga. And in this rocket class, you can always take that double dip if you prefer. Or skip it all together. And we meet back at downward facing dog. Land. Check all the hands. Make sure your hands are pressed in evenly. Lengthen through the armpits. Soften through the knee. Reach with the tailbone. Look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Breath goes in. Halfway lift. Get really long through the spine. Breath goes out. Fold into your legs. Extension, rise. Fold. Half. Chaturanga. Following your breath. Downward facing dog. We're not going to stay there, you guys. You're going to look forward and do that again. Step or float to the top of the mat. Follow your breath, halfway lift. Your breath takes you to forward fold. Rise. Dive. following your breath, I want you to do 2 more, just like that. As soon as you land it, downward facing dog, it's a step or flow to the top. Your breath doesn't have to be the same as this person next to you, but sometimes it's nice to link up as a group. One more time through, you guys. We'll land at downward facing dog and take 5 breaths. Notice the difference in your body now, even in just those few moments. How already you feel a little more open, a little more loose, a little stronger. Look forward, step or float, top of the mat. Halfway. Fold in. Chair pose. Sink the hips. Lift. Take the palms together and you want to press them together to where you feel this in the arms also. Sink back into the hips. You don't have to be super low in the chair right here. See if you can make every single muscle in your body. You feel everything coming to life. One more breath, pull up and out of the body, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low. As soon as you get back at your downward facing dog, your right foot's going to step forward, warrior one. And again, pressing into the palms. Squaring the shoulders, then maybe the hips square too. Lower belly pulled in, squeeze the front of this left leg, wrap that quad around and squeeze the glute. One more breath. High to low. Follow your breath through your chaturanga, knowing you can skip what you need to skip. You're here to take care of yourself. As soon as you get back, your left leg steps forward, warrior one. Peel it open, and then land. Maybe even let the eyes shut down and hear your own breath cycle through. Notice how letting the eyes shut down, it changes the balance. One more inhale right here. Chaturanga, high to low. One breath, one movement. This time, as soon as you get back at downward facing dog, right foot steps forward, warrior one. Inhale, make it be a slow, full breath, a little pause at the top. High to low. The left leg goes as soon as you land, you guys. Step it forward. Inhale it up. Pause. And then take it down. One more time on the right side. Step it forward, warrior one. Inhale, peel it open, a little pause. Chaturanga, take it down. Left side goes, last time. Warrior one, peel it up. Take it all the way down. Land it downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths. On an inhale, let the heels lift all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Halfway. Fold all the way in. Chair pose. Sink the hips. Go ahead and take steeple fingers. We're going to take the biceps to the ears. And then slowly let the chest come towards the legs. From this place, you're going to reach with your tailbone. Reach with your fingertips. Imagine your back completely flat, like I could come by and serve a platter. So your hips are definitely not higher than your shoulders. Take one more breath. Crow pose, or crane, or yogi squat. Take a breath in. Chaturanga. From downward facing dog, the right foot steps forward. Warrior 1 to warrior 2. Then we land right here for a couple of breaths. Look down at your knee. If it's fallen in, take it, press it out. Squeeze the right glute in. See if you can stack your torso over your hips. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into that front lunge. And then when you do that, press into the heel really firmly. Like really press firmly into the heel. You'll feel the lift right there. Straighten through the front leg, reach forward. Make your way into your triangle pose. From this place, whether your hand is on your shin, the floor, grab your toe, it doesn't matter. I want you to reach the left hip back and reach the crown forward. So you're trying to get long through the spine. We're going for the twist. So you'll take the left hand across the right foot if possible, maybe to the shin. If not, it's okay. And then the right hand is going to come up, and it may extend if you prefer. So press the right hip into the left, lengthen through the spine. Maybe the gaze goes towards the side or up. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Take the hand maybe to a hover, left hand comes over the top. Root into the outside of the back foot. Reach with the pinky. Squeeze the left quad, push into that front foot. Like you're lifting up out of the joint. From this place, we move to the twist. The left armpit goes towards the right knee. You could drop down to your knee right here if you needed to. And then the top hand comes up and over. Anchor through the hips and then lengthen from there. One more breath right here. Chaturanga. Frame the front foot. Move through. From downward facing dog, the left foot steps. Warrior 1. Inhale it up. And then exhale right into 2, you guys. And then this is where we stay and breathe for a moment. Look down at your knee. Tuck in, push it back. stack. Going through all the little places in the body, press into the outside of the back foot, wrap the right quad around, squeeze the glute. And then maybe sink a little deeper and then push into the front foot. Straighten, triangle pose. Reach the hip back. And then you reach with the right hip, reach with the crown. Maybe extend. Make your way into the twist. Comes across, or maybe to the shin. Beautiful, you guys, so strong. Warrior two. Right into extended side angle. One more breath in. Chaturanga, frame the front foot, step it back, move through. You'll land at your downward facing dog and take 5 breaths. Those big, full, deep breaths in are always really nice. From right here, drop to your forearms. You can stay in a dolphin pose, or if you'd like to practice a forearm stand, feel free to go there. If you're in dolphin, press into the forearms, and again, think about lengthening through the armpits. Slowly lift up to like a turbo dog, and then straighten the arms, and then walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Let P fingers grab big toes. Breathe into a halfway lift, and then exhale, fold in, bend at the elbows. Soften through the knees. The hinge needs to be at the hips, not at the lower back. Halfway lift, release, and then take ragdoll. Hands to elbows, fold back in. Slowly release. Rise to standing. You have 2 ways that you can get to the top of the mat right here. You can come up really high on the toes, let the hands reach up over the head, and you can high knee all the way to the top of the mat. That's way 1. If you're practicing pressing and that kind of stuff, you can halfway lift, let the hands come out in front of you, and then exhale. Imagine your weight is pouring in, so your 2 water pitchers. All the weight is in my feet now, all the water, and then I'm going to shift all the weight into my hands. So you just exhale, shift the weight to the hands, and let yourself kind of hop forward. It may look like this at first, and that's okay. So it may just be little hops at first, okay? Once you get to the top of the mat, rise all the way to standing, let that left leg lift. And then step it all the way across Rita. You're just going to open it up to the side. From this place, turn the toes in just a little bit. Bring the hands to the hips. Take a big breath in, and then fold forward. From right here, the hands can drop to the ankles, and you can kind of pull the crown of your head towards the floor. Again, hinging from the hips, the knees can be soft. And it's best they are soft, so you don't want any undue pressure in your low back. We're going to inhale halfway, take the arms out to the side. You're going to exhale, stay where you are, and then rise all the way up to standing. From right here, take reverse parallel. The hands come behind you. Press them together, palms touch. Breathe in, puff the chest out, and then exhale, fold. And one thing you can try is like pushing into the feet, like you're trying to pull the mat apart. Try it that way and see what that sensation looks like. Or you can also pull the feet together. And leave the hands where they are. Inhale halfway. Exhale, soften the knees, stay. Rise to stand extension. And this time we take a full bind. Clasp the hands behind the back. Puff the chest out. Fold. Your inhale takes you to half lift. Your exhale softens the knees. Inhale, rise up. Reach the arms up over the head. And then we're going to fold all the way back down, taking the hands right to the ankles. From here, heel toe the feet out. Walk the hands all the way through like you're reaching towards the back. And then you can kind of just slide yourself down as far as you can go by keeping the feet flat. From there, if you need to take the hands and place them here, you can. But you just want to keep the feet to where they're not rolled up on the side. So this is going to look different for everybody. Now, from right here, we're going to place our weight in our hands, and I want you to push into your feet and pull the mat like you're trying to pull it together. So this is going to be a lot of inner thighs right here. Pull, pull, pull inward. 3, 2, 1. Now push outwards. So you're going to push the mat apart, like really push into it. One more time, lift up, pull in. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower it all the way down. Come to a straddle position. Take a breath in and then exhale, just fold in. Slowly lift up. We're going to go into left side splits or left side half splits. So to come into half splits, you could just pull this right leg in and then take the right knee down, and then you're lifted up right here in this half split. Okay? So it would be right leg, pulls in, shift, lift. So you're in the left side half split or full splits, your choice. All the way back to center, and then just move to the other side. Kind of play with what feels. Sometimes I flex because that's going to get a different place. So play with it. It's not a right or a wrong. the way back to center. You're in straddle. You're going to reach your peace fingers towards your big toes. If you can grab them, grab them. And then on an exhale, you're going to hover. So you're not going to let yourself lay down. You're pressing into the back of the legs. Lift all the way up. Right elbow is going to come to the inside of the right knee. And then reach the left hand up and over. If that's pretty easy for you, you can reach and grab with both hands the foot. So the right shoulder would come to the inside of the right knee, and then reach around, and then grab hold. Sweep up and over and make your way to the other side. Come all the way up, back to center. You may need to pull these in just a little bit. We're going to do that little bonded check right here. So hands are going to go to the inside and the outside of the right leg. Flex or point, one or the other. It's easier to flex to me. I need to work on pointing because it is easier. You're going to take a breath in, think about lengthening. You're going to breathe out, you're going to fold over, and then as you exhale, you're going to try to get lighter. Either pick yourself up, or maybe pick one leg up. Mare's picking hips up, that's perfect. All you want to do is get lighter. So you're using the core and the strength of the arms, everything put together to lift yourself and make yourself lighter. Okay, here we go. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Lift. Set it down. And that was my ankle for the record. Switch it over to the other side. Take a breath in, lengthen. A breath out, fold over. And then lift up. Set it down. Woo. It's been a while since I've done that, I can tell. All right, you guys, we're going to swing around. Take your, these little felts right here. You're going to scoot your booty off of your mat. Booty scoots off. Now, from here, cross your feet. Your feet are going to go onto your felts. Here's where we're sitting when we go into a jump back right here. Can you see okay, Courtney, or is that better? Better? You're good, you're good. Now, from jump back, we place our hands down, shoot our feet back, move through chaturanga. We're going to use these just to go through it a few times. So what you do is rock forward, shoot back, and then pull back through, and then pull back through. Now you don't have to do the push-up right there. So skip the push-up completely if you want to, and just go, I keep getting out, I don't know how, I'm moving forward, Courtney. So scoot, scoot. Oh, lost it. Scoot, 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 scoot. Like that, okay? That's very hard.
Is there something else? It's hard to get for this position.
So start here.
Can we use a lot of
Just start here. It's all good. Just start from this place. And I don't know how I did that again, Courtney. There, now, from this place, sit it back and then pull them through. And if you can't pull, well, hell, I just lost mine. If you can't pull them through, just come all the way in and all the way out. Still great. Still utilizing what you're going to need to utilize to get through. And use your breath. So here you go. As you exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Sit through. As you exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Sit through. If you're pulling in and out, you exhale as you bring the knees in, pause, and then send them back out.
Are your hands, where are you lined up? Can we see you do that again?
It's just like you were in chaturanga.
You made it so easy.
It's not so easy. And I'm only doing a couple. There you go, Mare. Okay, when you get here, I want you to keep your breath. And so go back to your high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest and keep going. Keep going. Send them through. Yes, that's it. Now, exhale, bring them in, bring them in, bring them in. Don't breathe in. You're breathing out. The out breath is where you're going to get the maximum use of your core, you guys. Because think about that. When you breathe in, you got like a Buddha belly. When you breathe out, you contract. So you want to use that contraction to get really tight and strong through the core. That's where you're going to get the most lift. And then you relax it as you see the feet through.
My legs are long.
No, your legs are perfect. It's just that you got to get the lift. So here's, if I'm just here, I'm going to feel that way too. You see what I mean?
I see.
But as I lift, then lift. So the contraction has to be really strong through that midsection because that's what's going to get your booty up. Good, Claire. Yes, that's it. Now keep lifting. Push, 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 push. Now, if you are at home, practice this with blocks. I've got to go to the storage building, get the rest of our blocks out. I'm going to bring them up here. Everybody can sterilize their own blocks. It's used at your own discretion. But I feel like we need them here because this would be something that would be very helpful to you guys. Mary, if you'll pick up those two blocks and try the same thing, you'll go, holy moly. And I want you to say it just like that, holy moly. Yes, now do the same thing. Send your legs through. Pull in, pull in. Pull in, pull in.
Oh,
Yes.
holy moly.
Yes. Now, at home, try that and use the breath because the breath is going to be really important. That exhale to really contract the core is really important to get that lift in there. So, all right, you guys. That's something y'all can practice at home to play with this jump through. And then eventually you get rid of these and you can jump through like a pro. I'm going to have to practice so I can jump through again. I haven't been practicing that at all. So, we meet back. Let's just meet back in downward facing dog. Take a drink. And we'll start our little jump through section. I'll get a little pyramid first. All right, from downward facing dog, take your 5 breaths, kind of reset, get yourself back in the mode of flowing. Use the core like you just used it to jump through. Inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, or to jump forward, sorry, we're not jumping through yet. And land at the top of the mat. Rise all the way to standing. You're going to let that left leg lift. And then take reverse prayer. From here, step the left foot back. You pivot around. Come into pyramid on the left. Fold over. Halfway lift. We're going to take the twist since we did our little jump through work right there. We're going to spend a little more time here. Take the twist. Right hand can come to the inside or the outside of the left foot. Peel the left hand open. On an exhale, you fold down into the front leg. Rise, take your reverse prayer again. Pivot around onto the right. And then fold right into pyramid. Yeah, you just turn. Yep, that's it. And fold down. Release, halfway lift, take the twist. One more breath in. Chaturanga, high to low. Meeting back in downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Looking forward, Hashasana is how you say it. But we're going to jump to the top of the mat. I'm going to face you guys. Your knees are going to go to the left. So you'll be here. And then you can come into the twist. Just like that. So the knees are facing the right. And then into the twist.
Mine right or yours?
You're right. We're going to do both sides, so it really doesn't matter which way you end up. Now, you can stay right here. If you're here, think about reaching with the tailbone, reaching with the crown. If you want to take this into a side crow, you can just place the hands down right here and then shift the weight onto the shelf of your elbows. It's not as hard as it looks. Look forward. Use your, so here, take triceps are going to be, your elbows, your triceps are going to be a shelf. Place the hands down. You can literally bend into the elbows right here and almost just lean in to set and then let the feet lift up. Don't look down. Where you look, you go. Look forward, reach with the gaze. Trying is all we can do. So we just try until we get. And it's perfect however long it takes you to get it. That's the perfect amount of time, guys. It's not a right or wrong. There's not a bad or a good. Our bodies are all made very differently. We have to meet ourselves where we are. All right, as soon as you get that, so if you're in side crow, Claire, you can open that up. We'll just use Claire. So open right there. Now take the top foot over the bottom foot. Yes. Take a breath in. Shoot it back, chaturanga. Yes. Nice job. So from here in the twist, if you're just here in the twist, all you're going to do is place your hands down, shoot back, chaturanga. Okay? So, or step back, chaturanga. Okay? You'll go through your chaturanga, meet back at your downward facing dog, and then you jump forward and do the other side. Just come right in to the opposite direction that you just went. The twist is a great place to stay. Don't think it's not. This balance on these toes, you guys, it's pretty intense. The twist is deep. There's a lot of stuff going on right here. If you want to take it any further, go there. Go into just kind of resting. It's just a shelf. Looking forward. There you go, Courtney. Reach with the gaze. Set your hip on your left elbow. That's it. That's it. Nice. Oh, good job. Nice, you guys. And when you're ready, you shoot it back. And you meet a downward facing dog and you take your 5 breaths. Turn my mat a little bit. From here, you're going to jump all the way through. The right foot is going to come through and you're going to sit down on the hips. I like to take my calf here and kind of roll the calf out of the way. knee to knee alignment if possible. If it's too much for you, pull the knee away or roll the foot in. Okay, don't make yourself be in pain. And sensation is one thing, but if there is actual pain in the knee, come out of it, guys. We're here to heal ourselves, not hurt ourselves. We're here to get ourselves stronger, not hurt ourselves where we actually make the physical ailment worse. So take a breath in right here. And then reach down and see if you can grab hold of the foot. I have to kind of bend into the knee to lift up, or you could only even take your hand to the left. Come here. So clasping if you can, lifting, and then bending into the elbow to pull the foot towards you. Now you'll feel a really deep stretch, or you may feel a really deep stretch. The knee could be bent, it may not be straight, it may be low, it's all good. It's wherever you feel a stretch. From right here, leave the foot where it is, release. Point the toe, reach up and out. 5 breaths. Use that Ujjayi breath throughout this practice. From here, you can step the foot down and move through Chaturanga. This would be where you move into a flying pigeon. So you could take the hands to the mat, let the right knee come to the back of the right tricep, step the left foot back. So here would be your prep. You might just stay here, you might lift this knee or this toe, or you might pull all the way in. And then move through. Nice. The prep is really great work, you guys, so try all the things. When you get back to downward facing dog, you just jump through and do the other side. Now, there's always an option here to just switch sides. If you're like, dude, I'm done with jump throughs today, just switch sides. It's all good. It's all good. Again, I like to move that calf out of the way. I act like that calf is really big or something. Maybe it just makes me feel better. What about little Ichabod crane legs? Now, reach down if you need to. Use the hand on the opposite to lift up. And then bend the elbows, pull the leg towards the nose, trying to keep the spine as straight as possible though. And then 5 breaths. After your 5th breath, you release and hold. 5 more. After your 5th breath, you move through whichever way you want to. It may just be shifting, stepping back. You get 5 breaths at your downward facing dog. After your 5th breath, you're going to jump through. The left leg is going to come all the way through. The right leg is going to come up and behind. So think elephant pose here. So send the left leg long. Take the right leg and lift it. And you can also think about happy baby, like a half happy baby. And then take the shoulder as close as you could get to behind the leg. It may be down here. It's all good. So it's wherever it fits on you. From here, you can stay right here where you are. You can take your hands down and lift up. So there's your option, stay here, lift up. If you lift up, you can cross the feet and come into 8th angle. It's not as hard as it looks. When you come out of here, you want to take your hand to the outside of the left. Straight. Yep.
Am I grabbing the right hand?
Yeah, and then just, so bend yours a little bit more, bend your knee more, send your chest forward, know your top one, get closer to your leg, and then just don't straighten as much so you're not falling out of it. You want to stay long through the spine. Now, from here, you would work through Chaturanga a couple of different ways. You You go right into that 8 angle pose and then kick it back. Or you can undo it, cross the feet, step it back, okay? Send that through. Now Clara, take the bottom foot, uncross it, send it through the bottom, come into like, yep, extended side or running man, and then go into, yep, that's it. As soon as you get back at your downward facing dog, you just do the other side, you guys. Left foot comes through. No, right foot comes, no, the opposite of whatever you did. I think I did the other one. I did it backwards this time. I sent my right up for some reason. Anyways, so you know where you're going here. And don't think because you couldn't do it on one side or you could do it on one side, that doesn't mean anything. Each side is a completely different experience, so try. Here, you could lift and then cross and then slide in.
On an 8 angle, is the bent leg on top or bottom?
I've seen it done both ways, but I come from the top and then catch with that left. But you can do it. That's just harder to me. Like I don't get as good of a grip with the foot. Because the top leg can bend that foot and it makes like a hook. So then you can actually push, you have resistance to make everything longer. So if you want to, you go into that compass. And then you move through your chaturanga. Cross the feet, step it back. Skip it if you need to. We meet back in downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, when you're ready, you pull forward, high plank, and you lower down to your belly. Take the palms up, take the ankles to touch, and lift up. So you're squeezing ankles together, pointing toes, lifting, legs are straight. See if you can touch the ankles, squeeze the glutes. And then reach the hands forward. Keep lifting. And then clasp the hands together behind the back. Really lift up now. Slowly lower this down. We're going to push up to tabletop and then just back to our hips. Now, both hips will kind of sit in the middle. Unless, again, this hurts your knees. If this hurts your knees, it's too much. You can also take a block and sit on it, just like Mary's about to show. Or a towel, or anything. Yes. So, maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you lean back to your elbows. Maybe you go all the way down to your back. Slowly lift yourself back up. From here, a couple of different things. You can plant your hands down, step it back, move through chaturanga. If you've been dying to practice your headstand, it's a great place to go to it. You plant the hands down, drop the head in, and lift up. From there, you can come into crow pose, and then chaturanga. Love all the variations, you guys. Really, really, really good. And then we all meet back at downward facing dog. Time flies in here. Would y'all rather get more twist in and more back bending? Okay. All right, guys, take a couple of breaths right there. Look forward. You're going to jump up to your knees and let your hips drop to the left. So that's what it'll look like. Take the right hand across. Left hand can take a bind here or just reach around. And then you are going to twist. Now, don't let the back arch out. You don't want like this arch twist. You still want to stay, tuck in through here, get the core tight, lengthen, and then twist. So really think about bringing in that lower belly, and you should feel that in the lower belly as you pull it in. Now, from right here, we're going to drop back to our forearms, send our legs up. Drop the right leg down, pull in the lower belly, and we just switch this out. Keep going. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to go to the other side. 1. So you finish and then just make your way to the other side. And again, take a cross and twist. Let that left foot come across the right and then twist back to the other direction. Spine is long, root in through the tailbone, reach through the crown. We drop back to the elbows. We have one more core. Reach the leg up, switch it up. If you don't feel this, really pull in through the lower belly. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Just 2 more. 2, and then we go to the other side. 1. Pull it around. Let's think about that. I think right foot comes over left, and then we twist the other direction. Slowly let that go. Let both feet come out in front of you. Take a breath in, maybe inch forward some, and then fold. Slowly lift up, let right peace finger grab right toe, take it into a half lotus. That may be where you stay. And then bring the left into full lotus if full lotus is accessible to you. If not, stay right there and then half lotus. And we'll switch that out. I'll tell you when to switch out legs if you're in half. Let your eyes shut down, take a few breaths. you're in half lotus, switch out sides. If you're in full lotus, maybe try floating lotus. Claire, come down. I'm going to show you how you do it at home. Take a breath in. Exhale and push. Keep exhaling until you can squeeze, 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 squeeze in as tight as you can. Keep exhaling. So here, take a breath in. Exhale. Until you can't exhale anything out anymore. Nothing else comes out. You feel that in a different place then?
Yeah, kind of deeper.
Deeper and higher, maybe a little. Keep exhaling until you can't get any, there is nothing left coming out of your lungs. And then when you're exhaling like that, do like a Kegel, basically. Squeeze, lift up right there, and that's going to give you a lot more lift, which is going to take you through chakra.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
All right, guys, you can slowly let this go. Lower all the way down to your back. You made it. If you want to, you can take a breath in to stretch apart. If not, you can just land in your Shavasana.
Playing from iPad 2.